In one of our previous videos, I talked about the enormous amount of money that the United States has given Ukraine.
Wait a damn minute.
Now, that's just the United States. That's not counting other countries. That's not counting private donations.
Do you know?
Did you know that Google gave over $5 million and currently has a fundraiser still going on for the Ukraine? That sounds good, right? Private money. You can give it to whoever you want to give it to. No worries, no problems. But how would you feel if I told you that Google is using a slave movie to raise money for the Ukraine?
Get your ass in that.
Lay your hand flat on that table.
Shut your mouth. Now, considering y'all have ridden a whole lot of miles, went through a whole lot of trouble, and done spread a whole lot of bull to purchase this lovely lady right here. You see, under the laws of Chickasaw County, Broomhill here is my property. And I can choose to do with my property whatever I so desire. And beat our ass to death with it right in front of both you.
The movie Django Unchained, starring Jamie Foxx. I don't know if the irony is lost on you guys. Google is using a slave movie to raise money for the Ukraine.
What's the matter? Why you so ornery? You miss me, huh?
Oh, yes, sir. I miss you like a hog miss flop, like a baby miss mammy titty. I miss you like I misses a rock in my shoe.
Using a movie about slavery to raise money for a country that probably has about as many black folk living there as there are black people attending KKK conventions. But check this out. Total raised $5,458,725. So people watching this movie agreed to donate however much, and it added up to this. And Google matched $5 million in donations to this campaign, and together we raised $10 million. Although Google.org is no longer matching donations, your contributions can still provide critical relief to those in need. On the surface, that sounds like a great thing. Again, private money. People aren't upset, those that are upset with the United States or concerned about how much the United States is allocating towards Ukraine. That's government money that taxpayers are on the hook for. This is private money that people are choosing to give. I seriously doubt if there are many people that'll be upset about this. I believe I read somewhere, depending on, of course, where people viewed this from, 42% of the people who viewed this movie, based on whatever surveys and locations that they polled or surveyed, were African Americans who watched this movie. Let's say that holds true. I'm sure a great number of Black Americans are watching this movie. That means a great many of them donated to this fundraiser. It's always concerning. Black folk will do whatever they can to raise money and stand for other causes. But I would be shocked, pleasantly surprised, if we could show a movie, let's say Spike Lee School Days.
Hey!
Excuse me, I'd like to return this free copy of School Days.
What's wrong? It's defective?
No, I didn't go to Black College. I just didn't get it.
You get a copy of School Days with that.
Oh, that's okay.
It's free.
Oh, it's free?
Free.
That's okay.
What a discount. You also get a free copy of School Days.
Or a Different World marathon.
Oh, this waiting is so debilitating. Growing old as the hands of the clock drag across the face of time. Each moment becomes a lifetime. Each lifetime becomes an eternity.
Whitley, we've been here 5 minutes.
I can't stand this stench. Whitley, it's just disinfectant. It's the smell of germs dying.
It's the hot air from your mouth that's killing them.
And use the money to go towards the United Negro College Fund.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Excuse me, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Give to the United Negro Scholarship Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
I'm willing to bet you if we did that, it wouldn't go up to 5 million, and Google would not match it with another 5 million. I would bet money on that. Again, this is a heartfelt thing that's wonderful, very compassionate to do this for a country who's never done a darn thing for us, but it's your money. You can do what you choose. But if this was for homelessness, and let's say it was that Tyler Perry movie where the stockbroker was homeless before he became the success that he is today, Will Smith and his son starred in the actual movie. If these funds were to go towards homelessness, especially male homelessness, especially Black homelessness, are you confident that 10 million would have been raised? 5 million by the audience, and Google matched it with another 5 million. But something special about Ukraine. They're not our NATO allies. They've never helped us fight in a war. But something so special about this country that Black folks will send their money to Ukraine. And most of us will drive by a homeless person and not stop and give them $1 here in our own country. Isn't that interesting? There are people who will shout at a homeless person, go get a job, not knowing what made them homeless, not knowing if there's a mental illness, not knowing if the person could have been an ex-convict, but never given another chance, could have been abandoned by their family, could have made a lot of stupid choices. Anything could have happened. But Black folk will take total strangers and send their money to them. Can you imagine if we did something like this once a month for different causes in our neighborhoods, parks, schools, crime reduction, etc.? Isn't that concerning? Or in the very least, peculiar? If we can put money together like this in our own communities, what if families got together like this? Let's just say cousin Darius was in a car accident and he can't work for 6 months. Can you imagine if family and friends got together, did something like this, and just raised $12,000? Now, of course, there's GoFundMe. I get that, but I'm just using that as an example. Imagine if the basketball court in your community needs all kinds of work and the city's not going to do much, but you guys raise money. Let's say crime's a little bit overrun in your neighborhood. What if you raised money like this for a private security force to patrol your neighborhood? It doesn't take 5 million, of course. Well, how great would it be if we did fundraisers like this on a regular basis for ourselves? And it doesn't have to just be a Black thing. It could be a Hispanic thing. It can be an American thing. It's wonderful that there's something about the Ukraine and its peoples that pull on the heartstrings, but it's just as equally tragic that displaced veterans, the homeless, your neighbor don't pull on your heartstrings like this. Your neighbor can't get a cup of sugar from you or $5, but people in a country you've never even visited or desired to visit. Not all of you, because some of you have ties, but the vast majority of you never even been to Ukraine, probably never even wanted to go. And it's great that your heartstrings, like I said, are compelling you to send money there, but it's a shame here in your own country, the people that need you, you're not compelled to give to them. The irony is not lost on me that we're using a slave movie to raise money for the Ukraine. Weren't we using a slave movie to send money to South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia? How about Haiti? Haiti's been a country in need ever since Napoleon blocked trade routes because they kicked his butt to gain their freedom. Why don't we do that? Why aren't we spending money there? For my Hispanic friends and followers, what about sending money to Cuba? There's parts of Central America that could use this money. How about there's parts of Mexico City that could use this money? Forget about all that. There's parts of New York City or Chicago that can use this money. There's Flint, Michigan that can use this money. How about this? There's somewhere in your city or township that can use this money. Leave your comments. Am I making too much of it? Do you agree with me? Are there better ways we can use this money that I didn't think about? Till the next video.
You motherfucker. You ain't gonna get away with this, Django. They gonna catch your black ass. You can't destroy Candyland. We've been here. There's always gonna be a Candyland. Django!